I feel like this video should be called How Easily Influenced I Am by Bookstagram, because all of these are because of Bookstagram, I swear. Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Susan and this is my booktube. So for today's video, we're doing another book haul. I know I just did one, but I was going into surgery and I was like, you need to spoil yourself, because what better excuse to buy more books than to make yourself feel better? So all of these books are helping me right now during recovery. You know, it's important. I'm happy, it's making me feel good, and it was critical to my healing process, okay? So let's go through all of these. Okay, so we're gonna start with the one that I got on my Kindle. I got an ARC, Love Lily. If I can find another picture online and post it on there, I will, with all of the beautiful colors. But yeah, the author reached out to me and asked if I would love to read this book. I believe it comes out at the end of this month, so I really have to get to reading this book so that I can post a review on it. It is book one of a series, so I don't really know what it's about. I told her that I like going in blind, so she didn't give me like a synopsis or anything. So we're gonna find out, and then I'm gonna tell you what it's about. The next book that I received was The Infinity Between Us by N.S. Perkins. So I actually read Where Time Stands Still by this author, and I reached out to her and I was like, hey, I know that you have another book going around Bookstagram. I would love the opportunity to read it. And she was so nice, so sweet. She actually sent me this one, and I know that it is super loved, so I'm really excited about this one. I believe it is small town and second chance romance. So those are two of my favorite tropes, and I'm really excited to read it. Plus this cover. Look at this cover. These other two books were also gifted by Kay Cove. Look how gorgeous these are. Owe Me One and Rewrite the Rules. There are 3 books in the series. I only asked for 2 books in that series. But yeah, I'm so excited. So I believe that this one, Rewrite the Rules, is about an author who is an anonymous author, and she writes about love and romance, and then she meets a grumpy guy who does not believe in romance and love, and I don't necessarily know how they get together, but that's how it is. So one believes in love and one doesn't, and this is their story. And I believe that the second one here is Marriage of Convenience, and this one also has to do with the sports. So I believe it's football. That is the sport in this book. Yeah, football, Marriage of Convenience, and those are the 2 tropes that I know about. So I'm just so in love with these covers though. Like, I love these covers. Thank you so much. But this one is new. It was gifted by Miss Kennedy Ryan herself, and I know that this one is super talked about. Again, I think it's about a second chance romance, of a marriage, if I'm not mistaken. But I know that this one has been going around Bookstagram a lot, so I'm really excited to read it. You guys already know as well, because I talked about it in my March TBR. But yeah, this one is a series that is highly talked about, and Juan has her own like empire when it comes to these books. So I'm excited to now be part of the conversation, and I know that this one has to do with a princess and a bodyguard. So this one is part of my March TBR, and I'm so excited. I feel like this video should be called How Easily Influenced I Am by Bookstagram, because all of these are because of Bookstagram, I swear. All of them. I've been seeing them going around for months at a time, if not longer. In any case, these next 2 books are from the Eden series. I believe I talked about briefly about them when I was packing my book videos. And yeah, I'm so excited. I know that this one is the last one in the series, and this one has been really talked about. I don't know if it's because it's like the best one in the series, or because it's just the one that's most recently come out. In any case, I'm gonna read them all in order. I'm just missing the green one, Juniper Hill. I just can't get my hands on that one yet, but in any case, I'm gonna start it and I'm gonna read them. So I'm so excited to be part of this conversation as well. Okay, next file. This one we all know about, Things We Hide from the Light. It is the second book to the Knockmount series. Things We Never Got Over, I believe, is the first one. I believe I mentioned that I'm gonna reread the first one, because in this one it has Lena and Nash, and I know that Nash is, what's his name? And I know that Nash is the brother of the main character in the first book, but I have no idea where Lena is from. So I feel like I need to reread the book in order for me to understand where she's coming from, because I have no idea. So I do know that this one is their neighbors, and that Nash is like recovering from an injury. And it's like, I think it's Reverse Grumpy Sunshine or Enemies to Lovers or something like that. So that is all I know. I'm going in totally blind, but I know that this one has been super loved recently, and it's like, it just recently came out, I believe 1 or 2 weeks ago, so I know that this one is pretty new. Everyone's been like really happy with the story, so I'm really excited to get to this one as well. This one, The Spanish Love Deception, I literally only bought this one because I read The American Roommate Experiment, and I figured I would give this one a shot, finally. So I'm excited. You guys already know what it's about. I don't have to tell you what it's about. Aaron Blackford, Spain, and I think there's tacos in here. I think that's what I've read, that there's like tacos in here. So excited. I should probably say that all of these authors are also really new to me. Like, I haven't read a book by any of these authors other than Lucy Score. So I'm excited to, you know, venture out a little bit from authors that I currently know. So that's also another aspect that's really exciting. One here is by Megan Quinn. It's Runaway Groomsmen, and I've been wanting this one since like November because this cover is just gorgeous. I absolutely love it, and her name has been going around Bookstagram for a long time, especially right now with the series called A Not So Cute Meet or something like that. In any case, I know that she's been like blowing up, so I'm really excited to give this book a shot by her. And yeah, again, I don't really know what it's about, but we're gonna get to it. This one I bought because I saw Steph Bower reading this one, and she said that it was so sad. So I was like, okay, let's add a sad book to the pile. So Underneath the Sycamore Tree by B. Celeste. I do know that this one is quite emotional. I'm just gonna read it back a little bit. So first, she lost her twin sister, the other half of her heart, to an incurable autoimmune disease. Then her father left. Now Emery has been diagnosed with the same disease that killed her sister, and her mother is falling apart. Unable to live under the same roof anymore, and the only option for Emery is to move in with a father she hasn't seen in 10 years and try to start over. But nothing's harder than new beginnings, and Emery's worried she'll never get a chance to truly live until she meets Caden Monroe, the brooding athlete with more than enough baggage of his own. Caden makes Emery feel normal, hated, cared for, loathed, and loved. And somewhere along the way, Emery finds solace in a guy with sad eyes. But everything happens in stages, and nothing good lasts ever. This one sounds so sad. I believe that these are part of a series as well. These are sports romance. This one's Blindside, and this one's Fair Catch. There's also a third one, but you know, I didn't want to buy the entire series unless I knew I loved the first book. I took a chance with buying the second book, but that's only because I wanted them to sit together in my bookshelf. I do think that they're going to be awesome. I've been seeing them around Bookstagram literally every single day. Everyone posts about the romance that goes on in, especially this one, Blindside, has been raved about. So I'm really excited. Again, I haven't read any books by her, but I'm so influenced, you guys. Like, I'm so easily influenced, and I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. Look how pretty these are. Gorgeous. More gorgeous. So I know that these ones, again, are part of a series. This one is the most recent one, Small Town Cowboy Romances by Miss Elsie Silver. And this one, and these books are really big. I didn't notice how big they were. This one's almost 500 pages. Powerless here. Powerless is 500 pages. And this one is 470 pages, so they're quite thick books. But again, has to do with small town cowboy romances. So I'm really excited. This one has been probably the one that's been going around Bookstagram most recently. I don't know if it's because it's the most it's the newer book in the series, but I'm just excited to get into the series. So I do know that this one is the second one, and I know that I'm missing the first one. It's called Flawless, I believe, but I couldn't get my hands on it because Amazon didn't have it at the time that I was shopping for it. So I might just start with Heartless and then read this one, because I do know that they're standalone. They're like interconnected standalones so that you can read them in any order. You don't have to read them in the way that they're meant to be read. But yeah, exciting. So in my last book haul, I talked about buying the second one in the series. So it's like I absolutely had to buy this one just because I wanted to read it in order this time going around. So again, I'm really happy that I finally got my hands on it, and yeah, I will be giving it a read. So that is the end of my video. Thank you so much for clicking on and spending some time with me. I hope that you enjoyed it and that I gave you some inspo in buying new books, because you can never have too many books. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.